Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Vickie with VJ Designs. I have my Kendra's Card Challenge pieces all cut out and in little bags ready to go, and today I'm going to put together the first 5 sketches. And probably most of you who watch me know what Kendra's Card Challenge is. She's on KKC number 21 right now for January, February, March. So I will put a link in my description below. You can go on and check it out if you don't know. It's a great thing to do. When you're done, you have 15 cards. You have many chances to enter different areas to win prizes. And it's very easy. And you have 15 cards when you're done that you can give away. You could do this 15 cards for January, 15 cards for February, and 15 cards for March. And each time you have many different chances to enter not only one picture of all your cards, but you can also enter each card on Kendra's Facebook page, and then there are other areas also that you can enter. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to start with sketch number 1. It's very simple. It's a great way to smash your 6x6 paper pads, because you cut out 6 different pages of 6x6 paper. I will tell you that the paper that works best is the ones that do not necessarily have a direction. So as you'll see on these pieces here, there's no direction on these, so it doesn't really matter. You could have a direction and it might work out for some pieces, but so all my card bases, I chose to have kind of a light gray card base and white for the mats. So just because all the papers that I cut out were blues and grays and green, and there was really no white in them per se, so we'll just put down a white mat, and then once in a while it will call for a second mat. Didn't quite get that glue down good enough corner. So I hope all of you are doing well. This is Saturday. It's about 8:30, between 8:30 and 9 in the evening, and I'm making a meal for our youth group at the church, and I've got it pretty much all together. Right now I'm waiting for rolls to rise. I did not make them from scratch. I got the rolls that are frozen, and I need to wait for them to rise so I can pop them in the oven, but then I can think about going to bed. But okay, so here you need to put this circle in the middle, kind of like that, with this piece in between. Now these two pieces were on the sketches to cut out, or on the pattern for this papers to cut out. This one was not. So whenever it's not delineated what paper, A, B, C, D, E, or F, then you just need to make a circle of any color, and this is asking for 2 halves. So this is paper A, putting, I think this is, I don't remember what this is, E, paper E, this little strip. So we'll get these down. I think what I'll do is leave that center strip down there so I know kind of where I'm going. And I'm not on Kendra's, you know, I'm not on her design team or part of her hop or anything like that. I really enjoy doing these cards. And I haven't done them every quarter, but in December, I only did it, let's see, I did it in October, and I didn't do November or December because I was really busy, as everybody was. But I also do these, also, if you watch me, you know that I do challenge journals pretty much every month for Dear Julie Julie, and that keeps me busy too. And there's my kitty. It's time, he thinks, for me to give him my full attention. Are you saying hi to everybody? Okay, so there's the circle. And then it says to put a sentiment across here. So what I did was I pre-stamped my sentiment. But what I'm going to do up here is stamp directly on here. And I should have done that before I glued it down, because you know why. Just in case you make a mistake, you can redo it. But so we'll just, this stamp set is so cute, and I don't remember who it's from. I have it in this bag from Hero Arts. It also came with this die cut, and which I'm using on a couple of these cards. It says hello there. If you know who this is from, it's got several, you know, happy birthday, you're the best, friend, I miss you, gorgeous, I love you, it's been a while, just wanted to say, that's what I'm going to stamp up here, and then I miss you down here, thinking of you. So it's really a cute little stamp. I honestly don't remember where I got it though, because I think the original bag it came in, I lost it, so I found this empty one from Hero Arts and just put it in there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to just hoping I'm getting this straight. Yay! Okay, whew. That turned out good. That's the first time I've used that stamp too, so yeah, these are nice stamps. Well, it's the first time I've used any of these. I think I used this happy birthday once, but yeah, this is a great stamp set. And I'm going to put this on dimensionals. Let's see, what did I do with them? Oh, right in front of me. So you've probably heard me say this before too, but these little dimensionals I get from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, and they keep them in their automotive section, or where you find the tools and automotive stuff. I don't know why, but they come in a roll like this, and they're already, you know, in these little squares, so they're really handy. I really like them. So we'll just put that over here like this. Okay, cute card. There's card number 1 done. Okay, moving on to card number 2. And I cut out everything ahead of time just to save time so the videos don't get long, and besides, I don't, you know, anyway. This is the second sketch, and it's just got 3 half circles on it out of paper A, which is this, and then a sentiment. One of the circles was a half of a 3-inch, and this is a 2.5 inch. So we'll get this, oops, swiped it right on the floor. So we'll get our mat down. What is your glue of choice? I really like art glitter glue. It is my glue of choice. I do use Barely Arts glue, and it's pretty much the same thing. The thing about, there's a couple things about Barely Art that is I really like, is that it doesn't, you can order it any time of the year. Art glitter glue, you cannot, they will not ship it in the winter time, or if the weather gets below, I think it's 40 degrees. Because it has more water in it, it's more water based, and it will freeze. So there's that. And then also Barely Art glue is really good to use with vellum because it doesn't pucker like this will pucker your vellum. At least I have found that it does that. Now these sketches are just our guides. You don't have to follow them to the T. They want to be able to see that, you know, this is the sketch that you're following, but you can do variations and kind of do your own thing. And like on here, it didn't call for any sentiment here, just one down here. But I don't like all that empty space, so I'm putting this here. I just think it fills up a lot better. And you could do anything you want, and you could also put bling. So, you know, you're not locked into doing it exactly. A lot of people like to follow, especially if you're just starting out, it's probably a good idea just to follow her sketch till you kind of get, you know, the gist of it. But, you know, like I said, you can do your own variations. They just want to be able to tell this is sketch number 2 that you're doing. So I'm just gonna glue this down here like this. I love this little die. I like these bigger dies like this because they're, you know, I just do. They take up space, and you're just, I just like them. Okay, it doesn't really matter where we put this, but we'll just put that there like that. And you can go in and put some you know, some sort of glitter, or, you know, like I've got these sparkle spots. I mean, we could put some of these on here. I don't know what these would look like. It might be too, I don't know. I think maybe some half-back pearls or something might be better. I have a color that would go. Well, I do have these gray ones. The card is awfully gray already. I hate it when you can't get them to turn over, but that's kind of pretty actually. And then this blue, I think, is a little bit too blue. I don't know. I wish you could talk to me and let me know. I think I'll stick with the gray ones. So let's put a few of those on. 3, 4, 5. I like to use uneven numbers when I'm putting on stuff like this. Just because I think it's more pleasing to the eye. You know, they say there's no rules in crafting. It's kind of, I don't know that it's a rule, but it's kind of a thing that I can't find my gem picker upper that I use for these. And I've got, no, I have another one, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to want to pick these up very well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's wandered off to. You know how that happens. So I'll just put them on there. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and I went and smeared it. That didn't go too well, did it? I think maybe I should just wait till later to do these, because, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. I recently got a new iPhone. And in the deal, I got a new iPad for free. And I ended up giving my iPad that I was using, it was fairly new, to my brother because his was really old. And he doesn't really care about that. I mean, he had an iPhone 8, okay? But he ended up going in and getting in a new phone too, because he was really due for a trade-in. They gave him a pretty good deal. But so we were trying, okay, so he's on my account. And so the long and the short of it was we couldn't get the information off his iPhone or his iPad. We couldn't get my info off there. Every time he wanted to use YouTube, my YouTube would show up. And we've spent the last 3 days trying to figure it out. And I was Googling and he was Googling and I was watching videos. And oh my gosh, it was a mess. There's sketch number 2. So cute. So I finally called my son. I know he's really busy, but he's my go-to tech guy. And he lives in Texas. And so I just text him and say, Josh, I need your help. So when he gets a chance, he calls me. And I said, I need you to walk us through this, you know. So he told us exactly what to do. And we were done like in 15 minutes. And all my stuff was off of his iPad. It was just like he had a brand new iPad, and none of my stuff was on it. And we were good to go. But it took, oh, I didn't want to do that yet. I got busy talking and I wasn't looking at my sketch. So here's the sketch, and you need to put this strip across, and then I need to cut it off. So I didn't want to glue it down first. I need to put this strip across so it goes from here up to the corner like that. So yeah, anyway, it took a few minutes basically to do what, you know, it had taken us at least 3 days to do. So anyway, some things I can figure out by myself, and thank goodness for Google and YouTube. You know, you can look up just about anything and learn how to do stuff, which I have done a lot of that, which I'm sure you have too. I didn't quite get that down far enough. So yeah, it works to a certain point if you can find a video that somebody knows what they're talking about. I looked at one, and I mean, but he was going so fast and I kept having to stop it, and it wasn't a very long one, but I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. You know, so yeah. Anyway, we got it figured out. I'm so glad. He's happy. He said, you just give me the word and I'll take the shotgun out and put it out of its misery. And I'm like, no. Well, we won't be doing that. Okay, now we can cut this off, excess. Oops, I almost spilled all of my sparkle spots all over the place. Okay, so there's the mat. So we'll get it glued down. For real this time. Okay. Now, the sketch calls for sentiment to go up here, and this is all blank down here, and I do not like blank spots. So I'm putting this here. And I think what I might do is, again, just stamp right on right on the card. So first we will do, let's do a happy birthday card. I need more of those. I hope you guys have been having a great Saturday. I was going to take down all of my Christmas stuff today, and I just wasn't feeling it. So that didn't happen. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. So I may have to do it tomorrow. Oh, that turned out really nice. I love these stamps. Have I said that before? And I wish I could remember where I got them. It might be, I think it is Hero Arts. I just have it in the wrong bag. So it's called, yeah, it is, because I took them off of this. Sorry about that. I took them off of this card. It's Stamp and Cut. Hero Arts. That's all it says. It doesn't really have a name. Oh, it's called Hello There Stamp and Cut. DC284. If you're interested. And there's the barcode. So Hero Arts. Yeah. It's nice. Okay, so we got the happy birthday stamped on there. So now what I'm going to do is stamp Friend on here, and then I'm going to put it on dimensionals, but I want to stamp it first. Because it's very hard to stamp on dimensionals. So let's just get that on there. Very nice. Okay. And what did I do with that happy birthday stamp? Oh, better put it back on there so I don't lose it. I lose things faster than you would not believe. I can just have something in my hand and then poof, it's gone. I'm sure none of you have that problem. But I'm not kidding. I can have something just in my hand and can't find it. It's ridiculous. I've always been that way, even since when I was a kid. So it's not just old age. I can say it's not just old age. I had to put a Band-Aid on my thumb because it started cracking, and you know how painful that can be. Okay. So let's just get that put down here, and there's card number 3. So cute. All right, let's move along. Card number 4. Got all the pieces here ready to go. This isn't like a real colorful scheme here, but I'm trying to use up my paper pads, and I did try to get, you know, a little variation in the colors. So here's number 4 here. So I need to put this where I can see it. And this is going to go horizontal. So we'll get the mat down. Okay, and then we have one of these go here, one goes down here. This is papers out of the A paper that I cut. It gives you A, B, C, D, E, F. So each one you cut, she tells you exactly how to cut it. And I goofed up like 3 times. So thankfully I had extra paper that I could redo it. And so now this is more space than she's showing on her. On her sketch. That's okay. So then we'll put this one here. That'll go there. This one here. Get the general idea. I want to get it kind of laid out so I know where I'm putting all these pieces. And then this one will go here. And then this vellum piece will go on here. And then I made another hello there out of white. And that'll go on there just like that. So it's very subtle with the vellum piece back there, but okay. So let's get these on. I need my tweezers. Because with these pieces, it's hard for me to keep things still and get them positioned. And I get them positioned just right, and then I move them. So anyway. So we get the first one down, and then we can get the rest of them. These tweezers are really cool. These are reversible tweezers. I really like these. And, you know, I've got trimmers, so it really helps me in getting things laid down. Holding on to it, you know, while I'm gluing. Yeah, the spacing on here is a little off from what she's got on. She's not showing this much space between everything, but, you know, it's not that big a deal. I mean, it might drive some people crazy, but to go this way. There's a little blue in these pieces. Well, there's blue in the other one too, but So I don't know how many of you have cats. Well, dogs do this too. They have, you know, they have their own time clocks, and the other day, he started trying to get me up at 4 o'clock, and I would not have it. And I made him wait till 5:30. It's about 5:30 is when he comes and he starts bugging me. And, okay, so here I will show you what I mean about the Barely Arts. Now, I'm not going to put glue behind everything. Let's see, I think I might have to prime this. I don't have the thin top on this, but let's see, what I might do is put the hello there on there first. I can get it to come out. Well, yeah, I'll put the sentiment on there first, and then I can tell where to put the glue on the back, so it's not really showing. And it does dry clear, so it won't really show much anyway. So you can hardly tell that that vellum is on there, but it kind of blurs out what's behind it, so it kind of gives it a cool effect. I could have made this a more vibrant color, like blue. Would have been pretty too, but okay, so there's sketch number 4. We have one more to do. So this is number 5, and it's pretty simple. This is sketch number 5, so it's got the mat. Then you have these 2 pieces behind, these 3 pieces, and then it says any object. So what I did for my any object is I made another one of these. This is a 2.5-inch scallop die cut, and then a 2-inch punch. So this goes this way. And you can change the orientation of your cards if you want to, you know, switch them up that way. There's so much you can do really to make these your own. Like I said, it's just that they want to see that this is sketch number 5 you're doing. So, okay, what I wanted to do here then was put this here. And these were not cut out originally, so on the sketch it says you needed a piece 2 1/4 inch by 5, and the other piece is 1.5 by 5. So I just made the 2 different shades of gray. So basically what these are doing is making up the next size mat that you would cut. If you want cut one mat out, it would be, you know, a 1/4 inch smaller than this one. But you're just making it out of 2 pieces, so, which is kind of cool because it gives it kind of a neat effect. Okay, and then now we just put these down like this. And then we would just put this up here like that. I'm not even sure that I like that. I might put it more in the middle. I don't know. I think it might be too big. I might have to make something smaller. Okay, so basically that's card number 5. Sketch card number 5. Pretty simple. I think what I might do is just come up with a sentiment to put in here and then put some bling down the side here. So what I could do is use this stamp set again and then just make, let's just do it real quick. Then we'll be done. This one says you're the best. And don't know what I did with my stamping block. So we'll use this one. I'm just going to stamp on this strip that I have right here. Okay, very cute. Yeah, I know, I hear you. You have to wait. Okay, and I think I will mount this on the lighter gray. Light gray. No, you have to get down, honey, sorry. He wants me. I know, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait. Poor thing. He's so neglected, you know. He's not spoiled or anything. Okay, so then I will cut that. Okay, and we could, I think maybe I'll just put that right there in the middle. Like that. And then I will come back later and put some bling maybe on here. But there's card number 5. Number 4. 3. Get this stuff out of the way so I can get these on here. 2. And 1. And that only took us 46 minutes. And for somebody else, I'm sure you could do it a lot faster. So there you go. That was fun. Let me know what you think. These don't have a whole lot of color, but I think they're very simple, elegant looking cards. And there you go. So my next video will be doing the next 5. All right. Thank you so much for watching, spending time with me. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And we will talk to you soon. Bye. Have a great day.